welcome back to the studio. Today is a very exciting day because I am starting my first mushroom painting for this year's Game of Shrooms series. And that's kind of a big deal because I haven't really painted anything in about 7 to 8 months. So I'm really hoping that today will sort of kickstart my regular painting practice again. And on that note, I will say that Game of Shrooms is a really great way to break yourself out of an artist block if you're feeling kind of stuck. It helps me once a year at least start a couple of new paintings if I'm feeling uninspired or unmotivated to really start anything in my personal work, mainly because these paintings are low stakes art. They're unintimidating, they are lots of fun to make, it connects me with the local artists in my community, plus it allows me to give the gift of art, which is not so secretly my love language if you've ever received a gift from me before. If you would like to learn more about Game of Shrooms, you can check out this video right up here or watch my Game of Shrooms playlist. But until then, let's hang out for a bit. If you also have a creative project you're working on and would like to work alongside me, that's great too. But let's get this painting started. Alright, so that is actually the end of day 1. I was feeling kind of frustrated by this point, so I thought it would just be best to stop here. For paintings this small, I can typically knock them out in only a few hours, but since I hadn't painted in a while, I was feeling pretty rusty and a little defeated, honestly. So instead of pressuring myself to keep going, I took a break for a couple of days so that I could come back to it after I've cooled down a little bit. However, you'll still see me fight with it a little bit in the next run of this time lapse, but all in all, I think we ended up in a pretty good spot with this painting, so I really hope you enjoy how it turns out. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I have 2 more mushrooms to paint before Game of Shrooms, so make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss them. Until then, I will see you in the next video.